Grown Folks Production. In the mix. With the commish, Nate.
What's up, everybody? It is time for a game of the week. We're going to jump right into it, so let's get over there and jump into the game of the week. Ravens and Chiefs. We don't have any sound, though, which is a little weird. I haven't quite figured out why we
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Mic, I know, probably sounds absolutely terrible. We're going to give it some juice here in just a second. I had to completely reset everything.
Now here's Mahomes.
Hopefully that'll get us right. It's still not going to get us
He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched.
A
You
little
just want to
closer.
make those plays that give you an
All right,
advantage.
testing. There we go. We're getting there. All right, that should get us fairly close. And we had to reset everything when it comes to. There we go. Now we got some sound. Y'all had the sound. I didn't have the sound. Had to reset everything when it comes to our mic. But we're excited. We got it working again. There was a glitch on their end. They had to fix something, but I had to completely clear everything. So I got to fix it a little later this week. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some time to mess with it a little bit. But it is up. It is running, and that is all that we can ask for. It's all supposed to be working the way it is. And we got a little game of the week. Chiefs get a quick 3-and-out. Get the punt. Couple nice plays. They come down, have to settle for 3. This is what Coach Nipples is known for with the Ravens. It's just really great defense. I'd have to lean towards Luka, and the Chiefs are known a little bit more for their offense. So this is kind of power versus power. We've seen Nipples jump out to a big head start here, but he's faded away the last couple cycles, whereas we've seen Luka kind of build and build and build. So let's see what happens here today. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, 3:24 left to go here in the opening quarter of week number 5. Nice little run there off to the left side. It's going to pick up a first down, 11-yard gain for Dobbins.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Sorry that we have commentary. Let's see if we can. Luka didn't have his up a while ago. And so if Luka has his up, then maybe we'll get one. No, see, Luka does not have his up, so we gotta watch Nipples. So it's gonna have commentary on it. My bad, y'all. There's nothing I can do about it. I keep asking guys to go ahead and get that figured out, but didn't happen. 2nd and 8 here from the 38-yard line. 2:31 left to go. These are two fun teams, man, and the NFC is always better when these two teams are playing good football. 2 receivers to the right of Jackson. 1 tight end. Dobbins in the backfield. Jackson's back to pass. He's got time. He's going to be able to hit him across the middle. Nice play by Jefferson. Whoever sent Jefferson over to the Baltimore Ravens, shame on you. But how's Baltimore paying all these guys? My goodness. He is just loaded with talent. Well, I could have swore. I took photos of everything that I needed, and now I can't find them. Oh well, we'll have to worry about it a little later. Jackson's going to give it to Dobbins. Dobbins, a nice little running lane off to the left side. He's going to set up a 2nd and 1 here.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Oh, here it is. I knew I had it. There we go.
The previous run, good for
All right, 2nd and 1 here. Ravens got a nice drive going here. New man in the backfield. Linton, I think he's a rookie or first-year player. Linton's going to take it off to the left. He's going to get the first. It's going to be just enough.
as opposed to doing
Oh, good.
exactly what we just saw there.
D-Money,
Pick up the
you
first
suck,
down.
man. You're so freaking good at this game. I was watching your game with the Broncos, and I was just like, God, this guy here, golly, hate it. Just kidding, but not really. All right, 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. He's going to come out in a passing formation. We got 8 in the box from the Chiefs here. It looks like Ravens making possibly an audible. No, Jackson back to pass. He's got time. He's trying to get to the outside, but Chiefs are right there. Picks it off, or they turning it around. They're saying he got both of his feet in. Is that McDuffie? What a pick by the Kansas City Chiefs.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh,
Great play by the Kansas City Chiefs. Baltimore trying to fit that one in. There was nothing really there. But he was trying to fit it in anyway.
joke and say, you know something, big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
This one's going to go to Pachinko off the left side. Thankfully, Pachinko has a real number now. Those crazy numbers always drive me a little insane.
So that you can gallop through it. But in this case, you had to slow down. There was really no hole there.
It's going to set up a 2nd and 9 here. It's going to probably bring us to the end of the first quarter, though. A little bit of a defensive battle. We got 2 receivers to the left of Mahomes. Pachinko's in the backfield. 2 seconds left to go. He's going to get the snap off. Terrible play action. He's got a man wide open, though. It's going to go late. It's going to get cut off right there in the front. Humphrey able to knock that one away. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. 0-3. Kansas City's up. We're watching the game of the week here in the OMFL. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'm trying to do more of these. I'm also trying to fix my mic as I go here, so. Third and 9, big third down. He spread them out. He's got 4 spread around. Queen right there in the middle for the defense. 33 in the backfield with Mahomes. Mahomes back to pass. He's got a couple men there. Oh, he throws that one out of a set. Queen almost able to make a play there. Mahomes lucky that didn't get picked off, and Kansas City's going to have to settle for a punt here on 4th down.
Only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Kansas City going to punt this one away. The lefty punting it over to Tuck. Tuck at the 40, 45. Nice little run. Getting up to about the 48-yard line, and that's where Baltimore Ravens are going to get their next drive going here. We're early in the second quarter. Game of the week. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you hanging out with me. It's all kind of happened pretty quickly. I've been wanting to call some of these games, and I'm glad we were able to get this one figured out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles.
We got Jackson 2 men in the backfield, 3 receivers spread out, man in motion. Jackson's going to fake the handoff. No, he's going to give it to Bush. Bush with a nice run. Maybe a gain of 9 to set up a 2nd and inches here at the 43-yard line.
Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be
It's going to be a 1st and 10 from Dobbins. Dobbins is such a strong runner.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's
He makes things very difficult for all defenses as they try to figure out, like, how do we handle this guy?
To take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Seriously, though, D-Money, congrats on your victory, man. Just another, I mean, I don't even know what we're supposed to do as a league against you. You're so freaking good. All right, we got 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, 8:48 left to go. Baltimore back on their second drive. Little blitz coming. He's got, was that Kadar? I don't know who that was, but that one was dropped right in his hand. Lamar had maybe just a few more seconds than he thought he had, though.
Receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first,
Jackson's got 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. He's got Dobbins in the backfield. 2nd and 10 him from the 40. Man in motion. Jackson back to pass. Who's got a little pressure right there in front of his face. Another pick. And that's going to be dropped again. Is that McDuffie? I don't know if that's McDuffie or not. I may be getting these names wrong, but man, that one was right in his hands. He had an opportunity to make a play there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big 3rd and 10 here. Jackson in the shotgun. He's got Dobbins in the backfield. He's got a man wide open, and that one was just a hair too early, and that one kind of got away from him. That's going to set up a big field goal here.
Extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
There's the snap. Snap is down. Almost blocked. It kicks up, and it's going to be short. He's barely going to come up short. And that's going to set up a 1st down for the Kansas City Chiefs here.
You start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond.
That's going to go to Fletcher here on 1st down. Not a lot there, though. Baltimore, again, doing what they do really well.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
Ask Hurt just lost. No, you didn't. I was just watching your game. You were blowing the Denver Broncos out. I'm confused. All right, now you're just messing with me. I'm sorry. I am trying to set my mic back up, y'all. So I apologize, but we'll get this thing figured out here in just a little bit. Oh, yeah. I know he did, but that was a bit of a shocker. I was in the middle of my game. That was a jet sweep. It's not going to go very far, though. I was in the middle of my game, and since he was giving me some live updates, and that's really the only way to beat you is to get some kind of turnovers.
Nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Holmes got a man. He's got Rieger coming off the right side. That's going to be a 1st down for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Promise I'm going to get back to calling this game here in just a hair. I am just trying to get some of this stuff figured out real fast.
Money throw right there to
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
There we go. That's what we want there.
2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some
Cincy, who do you have next week?
to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Patrick Mahomes, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, a little bit of a blitz from Baltimore showing. That was going to go to Fletcher, and there's not a whole lot there. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 here.
A gain of 1, not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Pachinko, he's wide open. He's going to come off the left side and pick up the 1st down for Kansas City. That's a big play. They needed that one. What's up, Bill?
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pachinko off the left side. He's got a little bit of a hole there. It's going to get about 7 or 8 there. He just hard time bringing him down. And that's going to set up 2nd and 3 here as we get closer to the red zone for these two teams.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
All right, that should fix my mic situation. I think that should be right where I want it to be. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. I'll give myself a little bit more juice here. Right there.
That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1.
All right, I like it. All right, hopefully that's sounding better. It's a little harder for me to hear exactly what it sounded like with these in-ear headphone situations. Mahomes in a shotgun, 2nd and 3 here from the 11-yard line. He can run it out of here. He's not inside the 10 yet. 4:15 left to go here in the first half of a 3-0 game. Mahomes back to pass. Hamilton was following Khalees across and then backed off. Khalees ends up getting wide open. I don't know why Hamilton stopped following him across there.
Scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
All right, let me know how the sound is. Let me know how the mic is. Let me know how the sound is over here. Now, it looked like he was in man defense, but he, like, slowed down right as the little clump of defenders got there. Some weird reason.
3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
All right, Mahomes in shotgun, 3rd and 3. This is going to be hand off to Pacheco. He can do that because he was at the 13-yard line. That's going to be a touchdown, Kansas City, and you got to be looking for that. Even though he's in shotgun, you got to know that he is outside of where that rule allows that to be shut down, and you got to be ready for a play to happen right there. Big time touchdown, Kansas City, to put them up 9-0. Baltimore did have a drive and a field goal, but it came out just a hair short. All right, Kansas City kicking this one back off. Baltimore needs something to go on here. Tuck's going to take that one back. We're going to be ready to go here. All right, I think I can stop messing with my audio. I think it should sound the way that we want it to sound, or at least as good as we can get it tonight. Okay, turn that on. Let's go call this game. Have some fun. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Cincy, a lot of your old videos have been popping up. You got to post them in chat, though. Post them on the website. I haven't seen them on the front of the website. Got to get that stuff posted. You put in the work, man. You even put it on YouTube. So put in the work, get it posted, let people watch it if they missed it.
Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they
First and 10. 4:08 left to go from their own 25 here in the first half. Jackson back to pass. He's got time. Gonna check it down to Dobbins. It looked like he might have had the tight end there, but Jackson 3 for 7 for 34 yards. Not a lot of rhythm so far in this passing offense.
Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Kansas City, on the other hand, has been finding some offensive rhythm, but that Baltimore defense has been a good job of shutting him down in the red zone. Jackson back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Jefferson's going to bring that in. He's at the 40, the 35. He's going to go out of bounds at the 37-yard line. First and 10, Baltimore Ravens. Jefferson's such a weapon. McDuffie's already got an interception on the day as they try to force the ball to Jefferson, and then he dropped another interception that was right in his hand. But that time, Jefferson able to get behind him. Big play there from Jackson. First and 10 from the 37. Dobbins in the backfield. Ball's going to go Dobbins. He's got a hole. He's at the 20, the 19. No, I'm sorry, he's at the 22. He gets it up to the 20. First and 10. Two big gashing plays for the Baltimore Ravens offense, and that'll help you find some rhythm very quickly.
Up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a
Guys, thank you again for hanging out with me tonight. You're watching OMFL Season 104 games. Game of the week, week number 5. I think we're in week 5. Yeah, 5. Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Nipples versus Luka. Jackson got his team first and 10 from the 20. It's going to go to Linton, but there's not a whole lot there for Linton. Going to get that shut down. 2 rushes, 3 yards. A rough start for Linton. It seems like every time he touches the ball, Kansas City is blitzing, and they're doing a great job of just kind of shutting down that defensive line. Second and 10 here for the 20. 2:11 left to go. We might be getting the 2-minute warning before we can get this play off. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Helps me out a ton. Jackson's got 2 men to the right. He's not going to get this snap off. We're at the 2-minute warning of the first half. 10-0, Kansas City Chiefs leading this one at home, but the Baltimore Ravens. Why are words just getting stuck? We're going to get through it. Baltimore Ravens threatening here to score right before half.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 here. That one's going to go out to Dobbins. He's got a bit of a lane there, but number 54 doing a great job of rushing in and sealing that one off. Looks like Dobbins had a hard time kind of getting going there. Allowed the Kansas City Chiefs defense to play some catch-up. Big third down. What are you guys calling here on third down? 3rd and 7 from the 17. You need points. Touchdown would be nice, but a field goal would at least get you some rhythm, starts to get that momentum on your side. Maybe you can get a turnover before halftime if Kansas City tries to push the ball.
They missed a field goal on their
Jackson's coming out in 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Dobbins in the backfield all by himself. Jackson under center. Puts a man in motion. That's Jefferson. That ball's going to go to Jefferson. No, it's a fake. It's going to go to Dobbins. Not a whole lot there, and there's going to be a timeout from Kansas City. All of their timeouts are used. Baltimore Ravens are going to get an opportunity to put some points on the board here. McDuffie, a great game so far. There's a snap. The kick's up. Wynn's going to bring it right back in, and Baltimore Ravens are on the scoreboard. 3 points. Make this a 3-10 ball game. We're right back in it. This is always a pivotal time for a lot of teams. Crocker's taking this one out. He's at the 15. He's trying to get it up to the 20, but he's going to be tackled at the 18-yard line. That's where Kansas City is going to start this drive in the first half. I think they get the ball back after halftime as well. I think the Baltimore Ravens were able to get this game started. But this is where teams get themselves in trouble. It's either boom or bust in so many games we've watched, especially in the playoffs, especially when we get to OMFL Bowl games. Teams try to push it too much, end up causing a big turnover, giving up points, and all the momentum. McGee's burnt right off the line, but the Kansas City Chiefs did not see it. McGee's playing cornerback there on the outside. He did not play. Luckily for him, that was a screen. He did not play the go. He was burnt, but Kansas City Chiefs had to get that ball out to the halfback as they caused the screen. 2nd and 14, and now the momentum shifts to the Baltimore Ravens. Kansas City has to be careful what you do here. I think whatever you end up doing here is going to determine what happens on the next play. What's up, Randy? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Season 104, week number 5, game of the week, Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, 4 men wide, back to pass. He's got time. Queen kind of shutting that down, knocked away. That's going to set up 3rd and 14, and that saves a timeout here for Baltimore. If you're Kansas City, you got to give some thought to at least running the ball here, causing the Ravens to use another timeout, punting it deep and hoping that you can play good defense. It's just dangerous. 3rd and 14, this is not a super manageable play. Maybe a draw, especially with Baltimore in a dime defense moving everybody back. Mahomes got 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Back to pass. He's going to get that one into Rieger. He's going to be short, though. 4th and 4 as Baltimore uses one of their second to last timeouts, and they're going to get the ball here right before halftime. 55 seconds left to go. They should have it around 45 to 48 seconds, depending on what he does here with the punt. Baltimore's going to have an opportunity with 1 timeout to work the middle of the field. Tuck's going to take this one up to the 39. They're going to give him 39-yard line, 48 seconds left to go. 1 timeout left in their pocket. Jackson has forced a couple plays here. He cannot force one. Worst case, you got to let the clock tick out here, go into halftime, 10-3. You can't give up any more points. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Season 104 OMFL games, world's longest online CFM in the world. I appreciate you hanging out with me. 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens from the 39. Jackson back to pass. He's got to scramble. He's got a man out there. Andrews going to bring that one in. Get out of bounds to the 44. Big play for the Baltimore Ravens offense. What am I talking about? Defense. Offense, Nate. That's a nice play call. I've got that one in my playbook. A lot of options there, especially on 1st down, with the other team kind of playing man, maybe playing some deep zone, trying to not give up a big play. It's a good play to call to gash them early. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Baltimore is almost in scoring position here. Jefferson to the right, Andrews at tight end, Dobbins in the backfield. Jackson back to pass. He's going to run this one. He needs to get down. That's a weird slide there. 2nd and 2 from the 36. Clock just ticking away. Baltimore needs to get a little bit more urgency here. They do have the 1 timeout. It's going to suck if you have to call it after calling this play. You've wasted 15 or 20 seconds. He's going to be looking for Jefferson deep. Jackson back to pass. There's nothing there. He steps up in the pocket, tries to get that one to Bush. He's going to get that one in. They're going to use the timeout. 7 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Maybe 1 shot. It looks like they're going to call the field goal. I think he has time for 1 shot.
This time he waits for his man.
No, they're just going to try to take the points, make this a 10-6 ball game. Snap is down, the kick is up. It's going to be good, and that's exactly what we're going to have here, a 10-6 ball game. We get closer to half, as long as nothing weird happens here on the kickoff.
Every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one.
Tucker sending this one deep.
Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case,
Crocker's going to take this one in at his 15. He's up to the 20, and that's where we're going to get to halftime. 10-6 ball game here in Kansas City. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching OMFL Season 104, Week number 5 action between these two rivals, trying to make a statement. Baltimore trying to keep it going. Kansas City trying to find some momentum after kind of a mixed bag of a start here. Baltimore started out hot before I was wrong. Kansas City did get the ball first, so this one's going to be kicked off to Baltimore to start the third quarter. We're underway as Bucker sends this one deep. Texas gonna kneel this one in the back of the end zone, and Baltimore's gonna start this one at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Baltimore Ravens. Be nice if I should have had somebody come hang out with me. That's what I should have done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Got a little pistol formation. Got Dobbins in the backfield. Jefferson to his left. Bateman to his right. Calling an audible here. Jackson back to pass. Trying to get that one, but is that McDuffie? That is McDuffie. McDuffie with another great play. Almost a pick. Kind of hesitated calling out McDuffie, but that's exactly who that was. That's a good play there for the Baltimore Ravens. McDuffie just having an outstanding game today. Now you gotta be patient, but McDuffie was in a short zone. He's trying to get it to Jefferson on a comeback route, which going back to the inside, it's probably not the read you want to make there. He's got pressure right in his face, and Jackson's gonna fumble that one. Dobbins is gonna pick that one up, get it back to the 14, and set up a 3rd and 21 here. Big play for Kansas City. They're not sending the blitz. They were just off with an unblocked man. Looked like the right tackle just fell. Left a man unblocked and setting up a big 3rd and 21 here for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore's got to be careful here because this could be one of those plays you can easily find yourself in trouble. Jefferson to his left. Dobbins in the backfield. Bush in the slot. Jackson back to pass pressure right up the middle. Oh, is this a safety? No, they're saying he was at the 3-yard line. 4th and 32. That is not what you want to see in the playbook to open up the first half. Man came unblocked right in the middle of the field. Stout's going to punt that one away. Going to set up good field position for the Kansas City Chiefs here. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line after a really great defensive stand for the Kansas City Chiefs. Pacheco has been a really good player for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's been the top half Pro Bowl player. He's going to be the guy that I think could take this drive over, give a little bit more cushion for the Kansas City Chiefs. Man in motion is Khalees. Pacheco's in the backfield. Mahomes under center. That one's going to go to Pacheco. Nice run there. Number 47 steps up and knocks that one down. 2nd and 5 here from the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back.
Is the music too loud? Let me know. I do have a little music on just for ambiance.
And they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Also gonna need to check this overlay. Make sure it's lining up properly. I'll have to check that after the game. 2nd and 5 here. In the 48, Mahomes is going to give this one to Pacheco. Queen was able to get there, but just whiffed on, looked like maybe a possible hit stick, and Pacheco just shrugged it off and picked up a 1st down. Yeah, I got it pretty low on purpose. Notice I'm a little off here, the camera. We'll get it straight, though.
Taking their time and making it work.
First and 10 here from the 37-yard line for Kansas City. Got a man in close. Play action. Trying to get this one deep, but Mahomes is going to have to throw that one out. It still gets caught by Perriman down to the 20-yard line. Mahomes throwing out of a sack. I watched a play just like that happen in the San Francisco-Denver Broncos game. It was very, very similar. San Francisco doing a rollout, gets hit, throws out of the sack. Big play right downfield. Same thing happens here for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
Baltimore putting everybody in the box, challenging the Kansas City Chiefs to run the ball. That's what they're going to do. Pacheco's going to have a bit of a lane over there to the right side. He's going to pick up 7. Baltimore getting caught, not able to get home. They sent everybody to the left. The shotgun gave them a little bit more space, opened up to the right. Kansas City was able to burn them for 7 to set up a 2nd and 3 here from the 13-yard line. We're in the red zone. Technically, the red zone's at 20 yards. 20 years. What am I saying? 20-yard line and in. I kind of consider it 25 and in now, especially with these teams. Here's Fletcher off the left side, just enough for a first down. Going to set up 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. If you've ever watched any of the games I've either played or called, you know how much I hate having a 1st and goal from that 9 or 10 or 8-yard line. Just like, that's a lot of yardage. Yeah, it's nice to have a little bit more flexibility, but you got a longer way to go with a little bit less time. 5:54 and counting left to go here in the second half. Week number 5, season 104. Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens. This one's going to go to Pacheco. He's going to get shut down pretty quickly. 15 for 92 with a tutty. Good day for Pacheco, who's, again, one of the better running backs that we have here in the OMFL.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line.
Second and goal here from the 8. Baltimore coming out in a zone defense. Trying to force it in there, and it's caught for the touchdown. Perriman. 2 big catches on this drive. That one was a bit forced. Mahomes steps up in the pocket, fits it in nicely right in front of the free safety, and Perriman hauls it in for the touchdown. Put Kansas City up 16-6 here in the third quarter, fully in control. 5:12 left to go.
And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Bucker's going to get this kick up, and it's going to be good to make this 17-6. Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Bucker sending this one deep. Baltimore's been just taking a knee here. Tuck's not going to take this one out either. Just set up 1st and 10 from the 25, and I kind of like to live by that. If it's that deep, don't give up the extra, 5 to 8 yards trying to be a Superman. Take your extra yards at the 25. Get your offense under a rhythm. Jackson in the pistols, got a bunch to the right. Jefferson out to the left. Dobbins in the backfield. Back to pass. He's got time. Oh, he's trying to squeeze that one in. Number 6 for the Kansas City Chiefs steps up. Could have had an easy pick 6, and that's essentially why he's playing DB and not wide receiver.
That the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
Baltimore Ravens, they kind of got some momentum going there towards the end of the first half, but overall have had a hard time finding kind of that rhythm in their offense, the big plays and the right reads, the running game. You can see him keep trying to hit the shot play. We'll see if Jackson's able to do that. 2nd and 10 here from the 25. Play action. He's got a man downfield. That one's knocked away by 38 of the Kansas City Chiefs. One-on-one in the middle of the field can be a really dangerous place for the defense, but Kansas City was up for the challenge. Big 3rd and long here for the Baltimore Ravens. Is Perryman a rook? He's a pretty good rookie, man. He's making some plays here. Colts and Bills, that would be a fun game to call. 3rd and 10, Jackson in the pistol, Dobbins in the backfield, 2 men to his left. Back to pass. He's got a little bit of time. Trying to get it out to Bateman, but that one's knocked away. Number 38 up for the challenge again. Knocks that one away to force the punt here. Baltimore Ravens. Snead been up for the challenge. Both Snead and McDuffie just playing really good football in this one. Stout's going to punt this one away. Nice punt down to about the 25-yard line. Perriman putting the moves on for a whole 4 yards to get him up to the 29-yard line. That's where Kansas City going to get this one going. Yeah, it feels like the Baltimore Ravens keep trying to hit that shot play. They're looking for the big play downfield, and it just hasn't been there tonight. Kansas City's defense has done a great job of stepping up and making the play over here. 1st and 10, Kansas City from their 29-yard line. Mahomes with 2 tight ends. Pacheco on the backfield. Now it's going to go to Pacheco. There's nothing there, though. Ravens doing a great job. Clark coming up, making a play. 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line. Is it away? O-W-E-H? Is it away? Thought that was Clark, but I think he let Clark go. Kansas City seems to have a slightly slower pace, more methodical, really establishing the run. Mahomes has made some big passes, especially here in the second half. Got a little bit of a bunch to the left. Mahomes under center. He's trying to squeeze that one in, and that almost was a big play for the Baltimore Ravens. As Humphrey was right there to make a play, just couldn't quite get there. This set up a 3rd and 7 here from the 33-yard line. 3:56 and counting to go here in the second half. You're watching season 104 games between the Baltimore Ravens, Coach Nipples, the Kansas City Chiefs, and Coach Luca. I appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with me. Giving up some Call of Duty time to call a game here. Mahomes got 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Back to pass. He's got time. Trying to run the comeback in Baltimore. Right there again, and they have not been able to hold on to those passes. Bad read from Mahomes. Great play from the Baltimore defense. If he could have just held on, that would have been a much bigger play. 4th and 7 here. Kansas City left the punt. Going to get that one down to about the 23-yard line. That's where Tuck's going to take it in. Get up to about the 29. They're going to give him the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Baltimore Ravens.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need
that one's going to go to Linton. Big run there, finally from Linton, grabbing 9 yards on that carry. His first 2 carries were for negative yards or just getting to the line of scrimmage. It seemed like every time that kid has touched the ball, Kansas City Chiefs were blitzing, but not that time. 2nd and 1 here from the 38-yard line. Jefferson in tight. Linton in the backfield again. Bateman all the way to the right. It's going to go to Linton again. Looks like he had a bit of a lane, but he cut it back inside. Oh, no, Jefferson's hurt. Jefferson's going to have to be limped off on this one. Hopefully that's not a big-time injury, and he'll be right back in this game. You want to see both of these teams at full steam and full health. Big 3rd and inches here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion.
We got Dobbins in the backfield, 2 tight ends. That one's going to go to Dobbins. He's going to get that one pretty easy. Great blocking by the Baltimore Ravens up front, keeping that user defensive tackle from breaking through. Baltimore able to get them a big first down, get some momentum coming back their way, trying to find some rhythm. You're only down 11 here, plenty of football left to go. You need a touchdown, but a field goal will at least get the ball moving in the right direction. Jackson, 2 tight ends, play action to Dobbins. He's got time, trying to fit that one in there. Ooh, and Kansas City, 37, undercutting that one. Starks undercutting that play. It looked like he had it, but that one was undercut by Kansas City. Baltimore, again, keep having a couple of opportunities for big plays, but not quite able to make the Kansas City Chiefs defense pay for those plays.
Same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Second and 10 here from the 42. We got a little bunch or close formation. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Dobbins in the backfield. Jackson back to pass. He's got to get rid of it. Oh, and he throws that one right to Thornhill. Thornhill with the interception. He's going to bring that one down to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. And Jackson continues to try to squeeze passes in there. He was running out of time. It looks like he wanted to wait a couple of more seconds, let that one clear out a little bit more. He was forced to throw it because of the pressure from the Kansas City Chiefs. Threw it a hair early. Thornhill comes away with the interception. Massive play, and Baltimore needs to get their defense with some kind of turnover of their own. Mahomes is going to hand this one off to Fletcher. Big run right up the middle. Fletcher's going to get that one down to the 22-yard line. Kansas City setting themselves up in big-time play here. 1st and 10 from the 22, Kansas City.
Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Baltimore in need of some kind of massive play. There's plenty of time here, but you need some kind of turnover. Mahomes spreading them out, shotgun formation, and hand this one off to Pacheco, and that was shut down. Good job by Baltimore Ravens defense. Those are the types of plays, especially with that formation and that play call, that could have got gashed pretty quickly. That defensive line doing a great job for Baltimore Ravens.
He was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. You're watching season 104 of the OMFL, the world's longest online CFM in the world. 22 years and going. Week number 5 action between the Kansas City Chiefs and Coach Luka, the Baltimore Ravens and Coach Nipples. Holmes' 2 receivers to the left. This one's going to go to Pacheco and shut down once again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield.
Coming off that left side, Fowler with a great play to shut that one down. Big 3rd and 11. If you can hold Kansas City to a field goal here, or maybe some kind of bigger play than that, that's a victory for the Baltimore Ravens after a turnover deep in your own territory. Giving yourself a chance. I mean, you got a long way to go with that offense, but giving yourself a chance. 3rd and 11, spreading them out. Fletcher in the backfield with Mahomes. Back to pass. Mahomes, though, is going to get sacked. Oweh. Yeah, I said it. Okay, I heard the announcer. Oweh coming off the left side of that defensive line, getting Mahomes on the ground, settling the Kansas City Chiefs for a field goal attempt. It was a big-time play. Baltimore Ravens needed that one. Buckner's lining this one up. The field has now been flipped, and this wind is against them. Kick is up. Buckner's kick is going to be good. And that's going to set up Kansas City 20-6. Baltimore Ravens, though, giving themselves an opportunity here. They just got to go get something going. And Kansas City Chiefs defense has done a great job of not allowing the big play and instead stepping up and stopping them from the big play. 1st and 10, Baltimore Ravens on their own 25-yard line. Jackson has struggled today with 3 interceptions on the day. And a couple that could have been picked. And now we have to see if Jefferson's going to be able to get back in this game and play anymore. It's going to be a big-time shot to this offense if he's not able to get back out here. Looks like he is able to get out here. Jackson in the pistol. Back to pass. He's got some time. Checking that one down to Dobbins. Dobbins so hard to take down, getting that one up to the 3rd-yard line. Just getting some positive yardage here, trying to find some rhythm, but you need to have a sense of urgency because you're down a couple different scores. 2nd and 5 here from the 30-yard line. Not a lot of passing yards from either one of these teams. It's been more of a running game. Jackson with the play action. He's got a man right in the middle of the field. Nice play there. Andrews brings that one down to the 46-yard line, splitting the middle of that defense. And when you get that cover 2 man, that's where you have to attack. Got to really try to attack them in the middle of that field. Make them think twice about just sending some men deep. It's like Jackson might have been a hair late there, but able to send Andrews up the middle of the field gave him that extra yardage. Jackson in the shotgun formation. Dobbins in the backfield, back to pass. Gary coming after him, getting that one to Dobbins. Dobbins brings that one into the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. They're finding a little bit of rhythm here. They have to be careful, though, because it does look like Kansas City is using some defensive linemen. Now, that opens up the DBs. You can burn him back there, but you got to be quick on those reads. That user defensive line is going to get off of that block a little bit quicker. Jefferson to the left. Bush and Bateman to the right. Dobbins in the backfield with Jackson. Back to pass. Got time, but he walks right into a sack. A blitz coming right up the middle, and another unblocked player. It's been a bit of a problem for the Baltimore Ravens today. Just unblocked players shooting the gap, and Gay was untouched right after Jackson. 2nd and 21 here from the 45-yard line. That was a big play for the Kansas City Chiefs. Look for Jefferson on the out route here. We'll see if he gets the man defense. Jackson back to pass. He does have him. He's got to get it out, though. Oh, that one's going to be brought in by Jackson. What a great catch. Jackson hauling that one in. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. It looked like the cornerback had underplayed that and looked like maybe even undercut it on purpose. But a nice throw from Jackson. Nice play from Jefferson. Brings that one in. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. It looks like maybe Baltimore might try to do what Kansas City did to him earlier. No, he got out of it. I was expecting maybe a shotgun run, trying to gash him for a big play up the middle, which would not be a bad plan of attack here. Exactly what Kansas City did to him just a couple of drives ago. Big drive. Now you're this deep into the red zone. You need a touchdown here. 2 tight ends to the left. Dobbins in the backfield. Jackson's going to get that one off to Dobbins. Not a whole lot there, though. Kansas City really set the edge. Came off the edge quickly. Set up a 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Baltimore Ravens. I'd like to see some kind of RPO. Pass. He's got an RPO here. Even some kind of option play, getting Jackson on the outside. Looks like he's going to go RPO, maybe make a change here. Dobbins in the backfield with Jackson. Back to pass. Got time. He's got the tight end. He decides to run it instead, and it looks like he's going to get sacked by Gary. Set up a 3rd and 10 from the 16-yard line. He had the tight end Looks like he thought better of it. He also had Dobbins. It looks like maybe he just hesitated. I don't know if maybe he's up against the 50% rule. I'm not watching the game that closely. Maybe that was an option that kind of ran through his head. That's going to set up a 3rd and 10. Look for Jackson, maybe. Jefferson, I mean, on the outside. No, he's audibly out of this play. Dobbins in the backfield. Bush in the slot. Jackson back to pass. Trying to fit that one in, and that one's going to be picked off by Williams. And that might be the game right there. Lamar Jackson's been trying to really get that one in there in tight windows all day. And the Kansas City Chiefs have made him pay for it. On a 3rd and long, Kansas City's able to sit back in zone there, kind of force you into a tight window throw. Jackson just didn't have a lot of options there. And if you run it, you have to settle for a field goal. He feels the pressure to get a touchdown there. Kind of came back to burn him. 1st and 10 here for Kansas City. Mahomes is going to give that one to Fletcher. Ooh, a nice run there. Looked like Baltimore maybe had shut that one down, but Fletcher able to cut that one back inside for a couple extra yards. 2nd and 3 here from the 19-yard line. 5:22 left to go in this one. The clock now becomes your enemy if you're Baltimore, and you're down 14. Chico back in the backfield. Heavy formation here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Nice play by the Baltimore Ravens defense instead of a big 3rd and 1 here. Guys, thank you again for hanging out with me tonight. You're watching season 104, week number 5 action between Nipples and the Baltimore Ravens, Luka and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one's coming down to the wire. Kansas City with a nice 14-point cushion, though. Chico's trying to get around, but look, Baltimore has such a fast, great defense, sending the blitz. Nunez is able to get back there. I think Nunez might also be a rookie. Getting back there, that's a big-time play. Now, if you're Baltimore, you need some kind of massive, quick score from your offense to even give yourself a play here. If you have a 2-3 minute drive, game over, try again next week. Tucks bring this one in to about the 47, 48-yard line. That's where the Baltimore Ravens are going to get this one started. Here we go. Do or die for the Baltimore Ravens. Jackson under center. Going to give this one to Dobbins. He's got a big lane. Dobbins is making a move. He's up to the 20-yard line. So they're going to say the 21-yard line. He's weaving in and out with the user safety. Looked like he almost broke that one. There's a big play for Baltimore. You got to get it going. To me, you got to call no huddle here. You got to get your team out there. The clock is not going to be your friend. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Another pistol formation. Jackson's going to play action. He's got Jefferson. Oh, no, he's trying to squeeze it in there. Great play by number 32. He just kept floating back. It looked like Jefferson was going to break all the way in. Great play by Kansas City to knock that one away. 2nd and 10 here from the 21. That isn't the worst case scenario, though, if you're Baltimore. The clock is stopped. You can kind of reset. You got plenty of time, plenty of plays here. But you need that kind of big play. Three receivers, Bush in the slot, Dobbins in the backfield. Look for Andrews to be the look here. Jackson back to pass. He's got Jefferson right there in the middle. He's going to get down to the 1-yard line. No, they're saying he dropped that. Jefferson was not able to haul that one in. And that's a big drop. That's a perfect read, a perfect throw. Jackson's been trying to hit those throws all day long and has not been able to be there. Just a little bit off. That one he was there. Jefferson did not help him out. Now this is such a big play. You need 2 touchdowns. And you need them quick. Baltimore continues to try to hit this big play. Receivers need to help him out. Jackson back to pass. He's got a man. Jackson's going to run this one. They're going to give him the first down. Nice play. He did have a man breaking across late. Looked like Bush was wide open, but Jackson kind of trusted his legs. To me, you got to go no huddle here. Got to get this one going. Clock's not your friend. You need a touchdown in the next 15, 20 seconds tops. Jackson under center. Dobbins in the backfield. 2 men to the right. Jefferson to the left. Back to pass. Hits that one right in the middle. This one's going to be inbounds, though. 2nd and 2. There's the no huddle. Time's now against you. Jackson in the shotgun. Making a change here. Got to go. Jackson. He's got to let this one go. He's going to throw it away. He had Jefferson. He just didn't have time. Gary with the user coming off the right side. He did have Jefferson late. Not enough time to make that read, make that throw. This is where I hate the user defensive line. I hate it. Oh, we're going big formation. 3rd and 2. 2:06 left to go. And this one's not going to get there. Linton is hit in the backfield. 4th and 2. What's up, Kev? How you doing, buddy? I don't know if y'all are playing anymore. This one's almost over. If y'all are, I'll hop on, but y'all didn't have a spot. So I was like, let me call a game. This is game right here. 4th and 2. Down 14. You missed a couple big score opportunities in the last 2 or 3 plays. They're coming out heavy formation. I thought for sure you'd spread them out. Dobbins in the backfield. He can get a first down. He's changing his mind here. He's got to make a decision here. Jackson making a change. Yeah, I think he just was unsure of the play there. And it sucks to have to burn a timeout. You would have rather have scored and had all 3 of your timeouts. It's going. A field goal doesn't help you here. Is my mouth off? You're down 14. Oh no.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
That doesn't help you at all.
That helps him inch a bit closer.
Oh, guys. I bet you he did the math quick in his head and maybe not. Maybe he's just asleep. That doesn't help the Baltimore Ravens. That's a terrible decision there. And now the game's over. Now you're down 11. You're still down 2 more scores. I don't know what happened there. That's a tough position to be in. It looked like he talked himself out of. Ooh, Colts and Texans having a good game. Who ended up winning that one, Ryan? This is a good game. Now if you're Kansas City, just run the ball 3 times and punt it because it doesn't matter. There's Pacheco off the left side. He's going to get it shut down pretty quickly. Yeah, it looks like a good game. 2nd and 8. No one's stopping the clock. It looks like this one. White flag? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All right, Kev, I'll be over there in just a momento. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This has been fun. I'm trying to make more time. It's just hard. Like, I want to go play other games, too, and have fun. But trying to make more time for the OMFL. Trying to do some more games of the week and games with commentary. I hope that you've enjoyed this. And there's Fletcher putting this one over. Game was over anyway when Kansas City settled for the field goal. The Baltimore Ravens settled for the field goal that ended that game. I'm still not quite sure what happened there. I think it just a bad decision. And those happen sometimes in the heat of the moment. Kansas City's going to win this one 20-9. Big victory against a mighty Baltimore Ravens. And my hope, my prayer is that the Baltimore Ravens do not check out. Nipples, if you're with me, if you watch this, don't check out, brother. I know you're busy. You got that new job. Come on, man. Stay checked in. We need the Ravens pushing the AFC into higher competition, especially with the Jets over there, right? We got the Browns. We know what they're doing. Kansas City's trying to find their footing. Cincy's got the Indianapolis Colts rolling. Like, a lot of teams over there need you plugged in, Nipples. Big time, though, victory. You got to tip the cap over to the Kansas City Chiefs. Big time victory for Luka. Congratulations. A hard-fought game. Fairly good FPR game. Didn't see anything super weird. Loaded formations seem to be maybe tight, maybe closer. I don't know. I'm not counting them, so we'll see what those guys say. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Kev, I'm on my way. I'll see you in chat. Guys, I love you. Know that you matter. You matter to me. You matter on this planet. I appreciate you. I love you. I'll see you in the next one, okay?
Smash that like and subscribe.